Hey guys, so I wanted to do a video on this specifically because we've had so many people ask questions about them, and I know Carly did a video, but I figured I'd go ahead and do one as well to see if I cover anything maybe Carly didn't cover or anything you may be wondering. So this video is about the two Urban Decay Naked palettes. We've had a lot of questions about which one should I get. I don't know the differences, what's the point, this, that, and the other. P.S. Ludwig says hi. Say hello, Ludwig. Yay! Okay, anyway. So, two Naked palettes. We'll start with packaging first. These are the two separate packages. As you can see, the Naked palette, the first one, is much taller than the second one, but the second one is much longer than the first one. And you can see they both have the shades of the eyeshadows that are in each palette, as well as the two brushes that come with them. So, other than that, packaging is not that much different, kind of the same. But anyway, so your original Naked palette, this is what it looks like. So this is felt. I don't really like the felt, kind of annoying. But anyway, this is your original Naked palette, and this is the second edition because the one that I have came with a brush as opposed to a double-ended eyeliner. But you can see it's got all of your different shadows, small mirror, comes with a brush. It's just magnetic, so very easy to open and close. And like I said, this is actually a felt to it, but Naked palette, love it. It's great for traveling, and it comes with a mini kind of travel size of their original eyeshadow primer potion, which is, go ahead and swatch real quick. Can't see it too well, but it kind of has a little bit of a cream color to it, as you can see, but once you rub it in, it goes away. I do like that this came with this, but the problem is I hate the packaging. This is the original packaging for their eyeshadow primers, and because of it, you lose a lot of product because you can't get down to the bottom of there. Their new eyeshadow primers, the new packaging is this tube. It's got a squeeze tube so you can get everything out of it. And like I said, this is their original, which really doesn't have a color, it's just nude. I like using theirs. It's called Sin, which is kind of a champagne shimmer. So I like this one more, but you know, I'm not going to complain. I also like having the brush as opposed to a double-ended eyeliner. The brush is great quality, it's very soft, but and double-ended eyeliner, I'm kind of picky on eyeliners I use, so I'd rather have the brush with me instead. Oh gosh. Ludwig's trying to eat lip gloss. Okay, so anyway, Naked 2 palette. So, this is the Naked 2 palette. It's lighter in color. Stop it. Ludwig obviously wants to be a makeup guru. Here's the two of them together. So Naked 2 is lighter in color, and you can see they're about the same size still, but whereas this one has the felt texture, this one's hard plastic. And also, it doesn't just flip open like Naked 1. It's actually a container. So, hey! You need to stop that. So, flip it open. The entire top of it is a mirror, not just the little portion that's in the first Naked palette. And then you have all of the colors. And then it has a double-sided brush. And one of them is actually like a blending brush, not just a flat eyeshadow brush. So, if you're wanting to know which ones to get, if colors don't really matter to you, because they are very similar, they are not the same, there are very slight differences between the two. But if you're wanting to know which one to get, if you don't care on colors, I would say the Naked 2 palette, not because I like it more or anything, but I think the packaging has been upgraded on this one more because it's a hard plastic, so it's not going to get dirty, it's not going to get all the stuff stuck to it like the felt does, and then it actually opens and closes securely instead of just with a magnet like the Naked 1 palette. And also, it has the full mirror in the top, and then it has the double-sided brush. And I prefer the double-sided brush over just a single brush and over a double-sided eyeliner. So I think that's the best thing they could have included. Also, a Naked 2 palette comes with a little mini Lip Junkie lip gloss. Sorry, you'll have to excuse my dog, which comes in Naked. And this, I think, is a perfect size of a travel thing to give, because you can take it out with you, put it in your pocket, you never know. And if you're like going out to a club or something and you're taking a teeny tiny purse, you don't have to worry about this big bulky lip gloss or lipstick or something, because it's real small. So like I said, I got these. I'm getting ready to leave for Florida tomorrow, so I'm really glad I got both of these in time, because I'm literally taking both of these as my eye makeup, and that's it. And then I'm going to take my primer for the whole week, and then my lip gloss. So I have, other than my eyeliner and mascara and then foundation, I have all of my makeup that I need just from buying these 2 palettes. Do you need both of them? No. If you're makeup crazed or makeup junkie like I and all the other beauty VIPs are, go for it. You're definitely, I mean, duh. There's at least, I know there's at least 2 of us that now own both of them. So, but color-wise, you've heard us say a few times that one of them is cooler than the other. And if you don't really understand what that means, let me take my brushes out so I can hold these up. So, I think the Naked 2 palette is a little bit cooler than the Naked 1 palette, and what that means is these are the colors inside of them. And basically your Naked 1 palette, the colors are more of a gold brown base. They're more golden tone, so if you like gold colors or the gold type shades, this has the warmer color tone to it. The Naked 2 palette, I think, has more of a, like a taupe raspberry, almost like a reddish plum color to it, so it's cooler. The color for it, or color spectrum for it, is a little bit on the cooler side. And then also, if you're depending on colors for matte, they both have two matte colors, and actually Naked 2 has 3 matte colors. So the original Naked has 2 matte colors. It is this Naked color here and Buck. So those are your 2 matte shades, and those are the only matte shades in there. The rest of them are shimmery. Some are more shimmery than others. And your darker toned ones, these are very shimmery, so that could set you off, whereas your Naked 2 palette has 3. This is a matte shade. Okay, this is a matte shade. This is a matte shade. And then this incredibly dark black down here is actually a matte shade as well. So you get 3 matte shades if you prefer matte as opposed to the shimmer. And it also has some that aren't quite nearly as shimmery. I feel like the Naked palette, it's only got 1 shade that's not like bazoing shimmer, whereas the Naked 2 palette has a few of them that are not like, oh my dear god, shimmer. So that's what we mean by one has a cooler tone to one having a darker tone. So if you're wanting golds, the original Naked palette has a lot more gold tone. The Naked 2 palette has a lot more kind of a purple tone. Or if you want to go by types, this only has 2 mattes, this has 3 matte shades. Or say the Naked 2 palette has this incredibly dark matte black. So that might draw people to it or draw people away from it, hit or miss, but these are your 2 colors. They are very similar. I'm not going to do swatches because there's plenty of stuff out there on the comparisons on swatches and stuff, but there's only one shadow that is exactly the same in these, and it's called Half Baked, which is this shadow here in the Naked 2 palette and this shadow here in the Naked 1 palette. So those 2 are the exact same. Other than that, they're all completely different shades, and there are differences. Some people, it may not be enough for you to notice. Others, I see the difference, but I can definitely see why you wouldn't need both of them. So don't feel like, oh, I have to get that one, then I have to get this one, this, that, and the other. These palettes are about $50, so it's okay to just get one, and that way you know which one is going to work better for you if you base it off the color spectrum. My dog is chasing my ferrets right now. Hey. This is Boo Bear. He's being tormented by my poor puppy. So anyway, but that way you know if you want it based off colors, if you want a cooler versus a warmer shade, or if you want like the eyeshadow primer versus the miniature lip gloss. That way you have an idea of which one would work better for you. They are both great. Eyeshadow wise, their eyeshadows are great, so the only thing that I say would sway my opinion is the packaging of the Naked 2 palette. I think it's an upgrade because of the plastic. So if I had to suggest one without even caring about what colors are in it, I would say this one, just because it's a lot more heavy duty. So, like I said, prefer this, the Naked 2 over the Naked 1 because of packaging alone. But they're both great. They're awesome. If you don't have one of these, I suggest getting one. I love it. Like I said, it's perfect for traveling. I'm going to take these with me when I leave for Florida tomorrow. I'm also going to be traveling some next year, including a trip to China, and with these, it's really all I need eye makeup wise. Like, I don't need any other eyeshadows because I have every color I would need in these. Oh my goodness, dog. I'm going to end up strangling you. So, if you want cheaper alternatives, like I said, these palettes are $50 each, so if you're not wanting to spend that much, there are cheaper alternatives. Get this one palette that I have. This is probably a very close runner-up. This is the NYX the Runway Collection 10 color eyeshadow palette, which is in Champagne and Caviar. I've talked about this several times because I love it, but it comes with very neutral shades as well. So granted, you only get 10, whereas both the Naked palettes come with 12 shades. But if you're wanting a cheaper alternative, this is definitely a cheaper alternative. This was, I think, $11 at Ulta. So much, much cheaper than either of the Naked palettes, and this is just as awesome. So more high-end Urban Decay if you're wanting more cheaper brands, then this one is a cheaper alternative. And with that, I think that's really all I wanted to say about the two Naked palettes. Sorry again that my dog is a little crazy. Now he's going to be super cute and quiet because I'm holding him. But anyway, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. You can go to the link to the beauty blog that I helped run with a couple of other girls and ask us whatever questions you might have. So, everyone say bye. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, bye. Bye, bye.